tonight. Hey, Billy. I got a new.
It's time. To free your mind, body and soul. With Set Free Radio. Set Free Radio, hosted by Frankie D and Miss Rochelle, bringing you the highest in indie urban inspirations, bringing that fire with hip-hop, reggae, dance, and contemporary. Set free. Boopy. Set free. Boopy. Set free. Set free radio.
88.1 FM, you're chilling with your girl Miss Rochelle right here in the KFCF studios. On my line joining me right now, I have a man that goes by the name of MC Blvd. He's on the line joining us right here at Set Free Radio. Hey MC, how's everything going?
Everything's going great.
I'd like to thank you for joining us and taking time out to come on the Set Free Radio and hang out with us and tell us a little bit about what you do. Now, for the listeners that may not be familiar with who MC Blvd is, why don't you go ahead and tell them a little bit about yourself?
I've already recorded Christian CDs and working on my fourth one coming out at the end of July. But previous to that, I was in the world, and I would perform hip-hop and R&B, and I would open up for acts like Zapp and Roger, the Gap Band, the Delphonics, and Denise Williams, and R&B acts from the 70s and 80s. In 2000, I gave my life to the Lord, and also gave him everything. I gave him my talents to glorify his name and to bring to his kingdom. That's what I dedicated myself to.
Now, with your music that you do today, what kind of experience can you tell us that brought you to where you are now?
Well, I think it started way back when I was 13, 12 years old. I've always loved music. I've always loved hip-hop especially. And around that time, my mother gave her life to the Lord. She started serving God, became a born-again Christian, and she would, kind of not pressure me, but really enforce, God on me and Jesus on me, and I kind of rebelled against that. And I didn't really want nothing to do with that. So, but the love of music was still there and strong. So, my desires and my goals and dreams were to become famous and to have money and the girls and all the fame and all that. But and for a little bit, it did happen for me. Early 90s, I did become known with a song called "I Remember You, Homie," which was on TP Records, and it came out in a movie called American Me with Edward James Olmos. So, a part of what I strive for was coming true, but then it wasn't as I thought it would be. I thought it would be the answer to my problems, and it fell way short. And then when I was presented with the gospel, when I was a little older, and I really understood the Word of God.
Okay, Set Free Radio listeners, I want you guys to stay right there. We have a lot more coming your way with MC Blvd. He's going to tell us about an exciting event that's coming here in July, right here in Fresno, and where you can get his music, and also how you can be a part of that event that's coming up. We want you guys to stay tuned, and we'll be right back right after this.
Frankie D and Miss Rochelle. Set Free Radio.
88.1 FM, Set Free Radio. Thank you for joining us tonight, Miss Rochelle and Frankie D. We have MC Blvd on the line with us right now, talking a little bit about his transition over and living his life the way that he's living now. We talked a little bit about that a few minutes ago. Now we're going to take a sort of bit of a transition over to the event that's coming up here in Fresno, July 15th. MC Blvd, why don't you tell us a little bit about that event and what the people can expect when they come out?
Well, I haven't been in Fresno in about 3 years, so it's like coming home again. I'm looking forward to seeing all the people there, all the fans from back in the days, and just all the people in Fresno. They've been so good to me. They showed me a lot of love throughout the years since I started performing back in 1990. And what they're going to expect is they're going to hear a lot of the old songs that I did back then, but they're also going to hear a lot of the new songs that I've recorded in these past couple years. And so they're going to hear a lot of music, at least an hour of songs that I'm going to be performing, especially for a lot of youngsters. And I'm hoping for them to hear a little bit about my story, and I'm hoping that it'll have a tremendous positive impact in their life.
Go out and rock out and have a good time with MC Blvd and just enjoy being in the midst of greatness and just serving and being with other great people. Now, MC Blvd, if your fans or whoever out there wants to get to know more about you and check you out, are you on Facebook or Twitter? Where can they find you at?
They can find me on Facebook. Just search for MC Blvd. That's MC Blvd, abbreviated. They can also, those that are still going on MySpace, I have a MySpace.com at MC Blvd 777. And I also have an MCBlvd.com website that they could also check me out and purchase my music as well.
Set Free listeners, I want you guys to stay right there. We have some music coming up from MC Blvd that we're going to play here tonight, and we hope you enjoy it. Give us a call. Let us know what you think about it, and be prepared to see him July 15th right here in Fresno. We'd like to thank you so much for joining us tonight, MC Blvd. It was a pleasure having you, and don't forget, anytime you want to come by and talk about music or talk about what you have going on, please feel free to come on by and hang out with us.
Well, thank you, and thank Frankie D and everybody that's working with you. I'll be keeping your ministry, radio ministry, in prayer, and asking God to grow it and blossom it for His glory. Thank you so much.
All right, you guys, you stay right there. We'll be right back right after this.
Frankie D and Miss Rochelle. Set Free Radio.